33 of Austin Cindric, the 22-year-old out of Mooresville, North Carolina. A winner yesterday in the Xfinity Series right here, just deep into turn one. Looks like he has to get on the brakes a little harder than he wants behind Denny Hamlin. Either wheel hops or locks up the rear tires, spinning it out. No damage.
Fighting himself back up to 16th right now. Good job getting some spots. Trying to take advantage of Keselowski on those old tires. Drives underneath him, clears him. Oh, we got contact here. Matty D, Christopher Bell off the track. Cars flying by him on the outside. Two drivers mad at each other. All the other ones are happy. Go flying by.
Of Ross Chastain.
There you see it down in the corner. Just gets in there a little bit too hard. Locks it up, spins it around. Man, when these other cars see somebody in trouble, they jump all over it. Joey Logano gets down in the braking zone of turn 7. Wheel hops a little bit. Oh, he's going to get in the back of the 5. They made contact. The 22 goes around. The 5 soldiers on. Kyle Busch slips into 3rd place. The 22 rejoins.
Shout out to Bud Tucker, longtime member of the Speedway staff here, who is retiring after this race. And he's one of those guys out there doing the work in turn number 5, along with the AMR safety team.
Got to wave the green flag the other day to start practice.
Absolutely. And surrounded by many of his longtime co-workers, gave him a big send-off.
Double wide. Here they are through the right-hander, turn number 4, as Larson not only has he grabbed the lead, but he's starting to pull away, leaving turn 6.
Cars snaking through 5 and 6. A lot of guys having a little trouble there. Daniel Suarez, Kevin Harvick. Oh, back in the back, we got cars spun around. Stenhouse is around. Looks like the 10 car of Eric Almirola as well. Sideways in the racetrack, they're trying to regroup, rejoin the field.
You almost feel the energy level pick up. They know no more guaranteed yellows. This could be the run. Oh, not a guaranteed yellow, but here is a yellow. We're here in debris in turn 6. That is where we saw the 10.
And the 47.
Oh boy, the debris looks like it is under the curb.
Wedged underneath that curbing.
Yeah, so during this last stage break, first of all, Indianapolis Motor Speedway completely prepared because they went out and repaired this curb. There was some damage. It looked like a splitter had gotten underneath. That is a metal curb. They went out, cut it a little bit, and welded it, repaired the curb in that area. So we didn't show it because they did such a nice job. It didn't even delay the restart of the stage, but you see right there the debris that is now underneath the curbing. So they might have to go back out. What happens here? It's already there, but this is the accident between the 10 and the 47. That is just such a high-speed kind of snake area.
He misses it again. We got a car around over here, the 33, exiting turn 7. Austin Cindric is spun out. He gets it right in, back on track. Little contact with Kurt Busch right there. Kurt got into the left rear quarter panel.
Briscoe in the 14, and William Byron gets by Kyle Larson in the 24. He'll take 3rd, and they're bumping and banging and grinding, and one car's around. Coming out of turn number 6, he'll spin it to the inside. That is Martin Truex Jr., who gets spun to the exit of turn 6 for the 2 that lead the way through 4, now into 5 and turn 6.
All of that contact between the 2 leaders is allowed. Watch it. Oh, the 24 is spinning. The 24's, oh, there's a multiple cars into the wall here. There must be oil or some kind of fluid down on the racetrack right there in turn. We got more cars coming in.
William Byron is reporting that the curb came up. He hit the curb in the 24.
Yeah, the curbing is coming up, and that's what everyone hit when they were coming through there in turn 6. The curbing comes up, catches a bunch of the cars, the front ends of the cars, and numerous cars are destroyed. Take a look at what happened to Daniel Suarez's car. The 22 of Logano also involved. That curbing that we've seen them work on over and over during this race looked as though it had caught some of the front of the cars the last time by. We saw a little bit of debris flying. We saw the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. spin around, and this time by more debris and more cars getting caught up. AMR safety crew immediately getting over to Joey Logano, hitting that tire barrier very hard. Ryan Preece out of his car. Multiple drivers involved. There's William Byron running up inside the top 4.
Truex Jr. Looks like he gets turned by the 20. You can already see some cars having trouble with that curb and debris going everywhere. Truex gets spun around right here. He's riding on top of the roof cam. Lifted out of the gas, I assume, because he's seeing the debris and uncertain about what was in front of him. Now here is the, watch the 24 car here. Boom, destroys the splitter. The car just spins out. Everyone behind him piles in, and it ain't over. More cars are gonna come sliding into this because you're committed. Once you're committed to that kink, you can't avoid the calamity right there. Be a good angle to see how the rest of the field. Look at the 22 destroyed his car over the curb. See how the rest of these guys get piled in here. Oh, more cars getting destroyed going through turn 5 over that curb. Unbelievable. Now, Steve, I got to ask you, why would the Cup cars have more trouble with that particular curb when we didn't have this type of issue yesterday with Xfinity cars?
You know, Dale, I was wondering that as we've seen them repair this curve. I didn't know if it was just wear and tear. Remember, we had an entire race yesterday with the Xfinity, and now the Cup have finally broken the parts loose. I didn't know if it was the speed of the Cup cars. I mean, when you look at, you know, weight and sizes, look at the destruction. Just car after car jumps that curb and spins through the grass. Heavy contact with the
Denny Hamlin. That'll break free of the muck and the mire in turns 2 and 3, and he will pick up the lead. Briscoe with him in second. Here comes Matt DiBenedetto. He wants third, but he's got to get around A.J. Allmendinger to do it. Bubba Wallace off course. One other car spinning, leaving turn 6. More contact on the straightaway, and there's more calamity on the back straightaway.
Cars everywhere on the back stretch. Austin Dillon, hard contact.
That was the result of that curve.
Looks like Michael McDowell was the car that got spun around.
Reddick, so much damage to the front end of his car.
Knocked the radiator out of that thing.
The 34 of Michael McDowell looked like he clipped the right side tires on that curb. It sent him airborne, and around he went. And the caution has come out once again. Waiting to see the window net go down on the 3 of Austin Dillon, seeing the movement there.
Well, here you go. Guys hadn't seen the racetrack in this configuration. Through here side by side. See Bubba Wallace, he bails out. But huge jump right there by McDowell. Just, they haven't been through this track like this before without that curb. It's caused all this issues. It's easy to say, well, you know it's there, but vision just isn't what you think it is when you're following other cars. Watch these cars hit it. Blaney hit it a little bit. Further back, look at that launch. Around he goes. Crazy. See Cole Custer in the wall. The teammates, Austin Dillon with big damage, Tyler Reddick with big damage, right along with Martin Truex.
Exits turn 5 and 6, and Brian Newman gets the curbing in turn 6.
Down the back straightaway, there's smoke out of the 11 car. It's all clear now, though. He leads them into 7. Briscoe right on his tail. We'll have to see how NASCAR.
Stop and go. 14 has a
stop and go for the 14 car. He is not racing for the win. Oh, he's going to spin Denny. Denny is spun out. The 14 car spun Denny Hamlin out into turn 10. That puts A.J. Allmendinger in the lead because Briscoe will have to serve a penalty. He did not enter back onto the racetrack the way that you're supposed to. So A.J. Allmendinger is going to be the leader right here. Ryan Blaney right behind him. Kyle Larson behind him. Kyle Larson running back down.
Briscoe missed the turn. A.J. Allmendinger